Good morning, all of you. So, in the last lecture, we discussed the mechanism of the Friedel-Crafts alkylation. We have seen the limitations of the reaction, and now we will turn towards the study of mechanism of Friedel-Crafts acylation. Acylation is nothing but the substitution of the acyl group in place of the hydrogen atom of the benzene ring. The hydrogen atom is replaced by the electrophile acylium ion. So this ion which is obtained is termed as your acylium ion. And so here an acyl group, when it is attached, the total process, it gives the formation of a ketone, and the total process is called as acylation, where the hydrogen atom of the benzene ring H is getting substituted by the acyl group which is obtained from acyl chlorides, acyl halides or acyl chloride. And this reaction also takes place in presence of aluminum chloride or the Lewis acid as a catalyst, and the formation of the product that is obtained is nothing but your ketone. And so here the aromatic ketone is obtained at the end of the reaction. And so here this mechanism also proceeds in the three steps, and acylium ion is gives the polarized complex. The means the acyl chloride gives the polarized complex. Here again, like alkylation, there are two possible routes. That is the route one, depending upon whether the R group which is involved in this acyl chloride is either bulkier or smaller. If it is bulkier, then the reaction proceeds with the formation of an acylium ion directly, and if it is smaller, then it proceeds with the formation of a polarized complex. And so here first of all we will see if the R group is bulkier. So here when the R group is going to be bulkier and the solvent used is polar, and solvent used is polar, it will form a carbocation, and this carbocation is stabilized as we have seen. And so the first step, it is the formation of the acylium ion, and the polarization of the COCl bond is taking place with the help of the catalyst, that is aluminum chloride. The halogen atom gives the electron pair to this aluminum, and here you get the polarization between the chlorine carbon bond, where the carbonyl group acquires positive charge, and here you will get the formation of AlCl3, that is negatively charged. This polarization once takes place, and immediately it gives you the formation of acylium ion. It gives you the formation of the acylium ion and the conjugate base AlCl4 minus. This acylium ion is getting stabilized by resonance, that's why it is formed, and here you get the formation of Rc triple bond O, and this oxygen bears a positive charge. So this is nothing but the formation of your acylium ion, or you can say the formation of an electrophile. Formation of an electrophile. And this electrophile further in the second step reacts with benzene nucleus, where the benzene here donates the electron pair to this electropositive carbon, that is the electrophilic carbon, and here this step is slow, and so it is the rate determining step, and you get the formation of the intermediate, that is the rhenium ion, or to which you can call it as sigma complex, or you can say it as carbocation also. And so once it is formed, the conjugate base in the reaction, that is AlCl4, that is AlCl4 minus, abstracts the proton and gives the electron pair to this carbocation, and the formation of you get the formation of the product, which is a first step where the ketone is obtained as a product in which the aromatic character is retained. The aromatic character is retained, or you can call this step as aromatization. You can call it also aromatization. Now, the step second, or the root second. Now, in root 2, R group is considered to be, if R group is smaller, if R group is smaller and solvent is less polar, and solvent is less polar, it forms polar complex. It forms polar complex. And this polar complex between the acid chloride and Lewis acid then acts as a new electrophile. And so here in the first step, the formation of the polarized complex between AlCl3, by donating an electron pair, you get the formation of, here the electron pair of the oxygen is taken, and here you get C double bond O, and it accepts the electron pair from the AlCl3, and oxygen acquires positive charge and the aluminum acquires negative charge. Here this is the polarized complex which is obtained, and so here this polarization, this complex acts as an electrophile in the next step. Now here in the second step, step second, that is the attack of the electrophile. So here the proton is going to be replaced, or in place of the proton, the Rc double bond O AlCl3. Here this is positively charged, this is negatively charged, and here there is the halogen atom. This step is slow. Now see this carefully, that when this polarized complex acts as an electrophile, this acts as an electrophile, and this electrophile accepts the electron pair from the pi electron cloud of benzene nucleus. Now here this is positively charged, and so this electron gives electron pair, that is the pi bond breaks and gives the electron pair to the oxygen. And so here you will again get a type of complex. Here H, here the positive charge is there. Here this is the carbon with alkyl group attached to oxygen, AlCl3, and here this is the halogen. And so now aluminum is negatively charged, and so this bond will cleave and give the electron pair to this carbon oxygen bond, and as this gives the electron pair, this CCl bond breaks, and this chlorine is going towards the aluminum chloride as a catalyst, where it forms a conjugate base. And so in the overall reaction, if you see, the addition of the electrophile in the ring is taking place, and this step is nothing but the formation or attack of electrophile or formation of an intermediate, that is the sigma complex or carbocation, and which is stabilized by resonance further. Then in the last step, that is the third step, this complex, once which is obtained, this the conjugate base, that is AlCl4 minus, is a first step. This AlCl4 minus abstracts this proton, gives the electron pair to the carbocation, and the product obtained here is nothing but your ketone plus AlCl3 plus HCl. And so here the aromatic character is retained. Aromatic character is retained, and so this is your aromatic ketone obtained as a product. Aromatic ketone is obtained as a product. And so in both the cases, acylium ion is attacking in presence of the Lewis acid as a catalyst. And so the rate of this reaction is equal to K into concentration of the aromatic ring in the concentration of the acyl halide and aluminum chloride. Now, other than this, that acid chlorides, there are different acylating reagents, and so the other acylating reagents, the other acylating reagents are like acid anhydride, and Lewis acid, that is CH3C double bond O, OC double bond OCH3. So this oxygen gives the electron pair to the aluminum chloride, and here you will get the formation, that is CH3C double bond O AlCl3. Here it's positive, that is the complex is obtained, and this gives the electron pair here, and you get the formation of acylium ion plus CH3C double bond O OAlCl3 minus. So in this way, this acylation can also take place by formation of an acylium ion through acetic anhydride. So here this is nothing but your acetic anhydride, means the anhydrides are also used, anhydrides are also used as the acylating reagents. In the same way, the carboxylic acids are also used as the acylating reagent, and this reaction takes place in presence of the concentrated sulfuric acid, which is used for protonation, and here you get the protonation of the acid, where RC double bond O OH H plus, and so this gives the electron pair to the oxygen, and you get the formation of the acylium ion. And so in this way, the acylation can be carried out by using acetic anhydride or carboxylic acid. What are the important features of this reaction? The important features of these reactions, that it does not lead into polyalkylation. No polyalkylation is taking place. no polyalkylation is taking place, because ketone is the obtained as a product which is less reactive as compared with the alkyl benzenes. Then the second thing is rearrangement of R group is not taking place. Rearrangement of R group is not possible, is not taking place, is not taking place. And third, you can convert. There is a method for the preparation of conversion of carbonyl group to CH2 group, that is CH2 group, by Clemenson's reduction, by Clemenson's or Wolff-Kishner's reduction. Wolff-Kishner's reduction. So this is the simple method, because by using this conversion, this method, we can prepare alkyl benzene more easily from via acylation. Alkyl benzene via acylation, or we can say alkylation via acylation can take place. And the introduction of the bulkier groups than the ethyl is difficult, and so here acylation via alkylation via acylation is carried out. So here the example is that the benzene is allowed to react with the acid chloride with more number of carbon atoms, and here in presence of Lewis acid the Friedel-Crafts acylation takes place, and you get the ketone as a product, the ketone as a product, which on further reduction by using zinc amalgam in presence of hydrochloric acid, that is Clemenson's reduction, that is Clemenson's reduction, and this Clemenson's reduction leads into formation of the alkyl benzene, that is N-hexyl benzene as a product, because there is a presence of 6 carbon atoms in the chain, and so the normal hexyl benzene is obtained as a product, and so here the product obtained is N-pentyl ketone, N-pentyl N-pentyl phenyl ketone, N-pentyl phenyl ketone. And so in this way the alkylation is carried out via acylation. But there are some limitations of this reaction, and these limitations is that the limitations are not that strong, but like Friedel-Crafts alkylation, acylation also does not occur with highly deactivated aromatic ring. Acylation does not occur with highly deactivated aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds. Highly deactivated aromatic compounds means which contains the presence of the electron with uh, donate electron donating groups. Sorry. Does not occur with the highly deactivated aromatic compounds, where